Good morning, students. Again, you are welcome in your class. Now we have students who are constantly taking our classes. That's so that how you all are interested in your studies. Before going to take new topic for today, I would like to remind whatever I have covered till now. I am going from recent to ancient one, I can say. Yesterday I discussed percentage composition. How can you determine the percentage composition in the compound in terms of their element? Then next, by using the same concept, we can determine empirical formula and molecular formula. So yesterday I was discussing all those concepts related with percentage composition and empirical and molecular formula. Day before yesterday and previous days I discussed about mole concept and the question related with the mole concept, and I am really happy with you people that you have responded it very well. Before that I discussed the concept of significant figure. Before that, scientific notation. Before that, measurement, the unit of measurement and their conversion and scientific calculation related with scientific notation, that is addition, subtraction, etc. and etc. And before that, I discussed about laws of chemical combination, that we have to study 4 laws. Laws of chemical combination include law of conservation of mass, number 2, law of constant composition, that is definite proportion, number 3, the law of multiple proportion, and number 4, the law of gaseous combination. And in the very first lecture I discussed about the basic terminology which we are using and we will use continuously whenever we study the chemistry, and those terms coming in our study, coming in our terminology continuously without making it conscious effort: matter, atom, molecule, ions, then elements, compound, mixture, homogeneous mixture, heterogeneous mixture, acid, base, etc. and etc. All these are the you can say the vocabulary for the chemistry, and as time will progress we all are going to become so familiar that we need not to study it separately. So with that I would like to proceed for today's class, and today's class include the study of concentration unit, and I would like to cover the next topic, that is stoichiometric calculation. That is again one of the important and challenging area for chemistry, but we will see that how we can tide over all those challenges. Again I am welcoming you all. So we are moving to cover our next topic, today's topic. Let me remind you that I am teaching chemistry for 11th class, and myself is Atal Misra. I have introduced myself many times, so need not to introduce every time. We are still in the chapter 1, keeping that in mind that we are just moving from 10th to 11th. I I am giving you people enough time so that you can assimilate and accommodate all the concepts which are coming in your way. Here we are dealing with basic concept in chemistry, and moving forward I am coming together for 2 days class, that is concentration unit. Now concentration unit is what? See, chemistry involves some fundamental ideas, you can say fundamental properties, I can say, that is fundamental experiments, you can say, that is very very important and necessary for the study of chemistry, and one of that is the solution. Solution is what? You all know the solution. Solution is homogeneous mixture of two components, that is solute and solvent. So our solution have two components, one is solute and other is solvent. And concentration unit express the amount of solute. So concentration unit express the amount of solute. Express the amount of solute in solution. Obviously, when you are talking about solute, that means you are talking about solution, and solution is homogeneous mixture of solute and solvent. Every day, every moment we are preparing solution, we are getting the forms of solution, we are using solution, but when you come to study the chemistry, then it becomes so important and specific in nature. So before moving to the concept and the units which I am going to cover today, this is the beaker in my house, I can say this is beaker. Of course it is tumbler, but I can consider it as beaker. And I have taken some 50 ml of water in this. This is around 50 ml of water. So this beaker contains 50 ml of water. I can chase you down. 50 milliliter, I can ask how can you relate this milliliter to liter, how can you relate the milliliter to deciliter, how can you relate milliliter to centimeter cube, that is cc, then how can you relate this milliliter to other units like liter, centimeter cube, etc. etc. But for now we are using the common unit, that is liter, and their subunit milliliter and etc. So here I have taken water. This is the water, and I have taken for you salt, sodium chloride, that is NaCl, common salt used in our house and in every house, I can say. Here I have taken around 2 grams. You can see like this, it is 2 grams, and I am just putting this 2 gram into the water, right? Now I have added solute to the solvent. Here, what is the solute? Solute is salt, and salt is none other than NaCl. And here I am adding this solute to the solvent, and the solvent is water. These together form solution. These together form solution. Now you can just shake it. There are some salt which can be soluble easily. They are highly soluble. Those whose solubility takes some times, they are little soluble, and those do not dissolve at all, they are insoluble salt. So you can calculate, you can consider that we have 4 types of salt, 3 types of salt: soluble, insoluble and fairly soluble salt. And you all know that NaCl is highly soluble, and I am getting the solution of sodium chloride, which is homogeneous, clear and transparent. Now I have two parameter by which I can study the concept of unit. I mean concentration unit. One is the volume of solvent and other is the mass of solvent, and I have taken it into 2 gram. So this solution contains 2 gram of salt in 50 milliliter of water. Is it that clear? Now solution is prepared for you. 50 milliliter of water contains dissolves 2 grams of sodium chloride. Now, how can I express the concentration of this solution? Concentration of this solution. See, first, given 2 gram of solute and 50 milliliter of water. So first unit is strength. First unit is strength, and strength is nothing but gram per liter. Strength is nothing but gram per liter, which indicates amount of solute in gram dissolved in 1 liter of solvent. The amount of solute dissolved, amount of solute in gram dissolved in 1 liter of solvent. Now, strength is what? The amounts of solute in gram. Every time you need not to take the 1 liter of solute. Every time you need not to take 1 liter of solvent and the large amount of solute. I can convert this solution into gram per liter. And how? Finally, I will give you formula, but today I am taking with the help of example. Strength has mass of solute, that is M, I can write for you, in gram divided by volume of solution in liter. Right? What you have taken here? You have taken 2 gram and volume is 50 milliliter. So you have to just divide conversion factor 1000 so that it convert into liter. Now you can calculate it, 2 gram into 1000 upon 50, now it becomes liter, since you have converted it into liter. This one like that, and 200 by 5 gram per liter, that is 40 gram per liter. So now it is easier for us to make the solution of the same concentration, same strength in 1 liter of water. I have to dissolve 40 gram of sodium chloride. Is it that clear? Is it that clear? Very good. Some of my friend asking that this is class concept of class 9th. What I am telling you that I am just taking the all concept of 9th and 10th and putting all together in the beginning of 11th class. With the help of that I can move forward. So this is clear concept for you, as you are saying that it is okay for you. So strength is amount of solute in gram dissolved in 1 liter of solvent. Now I am taking it into another route, and that is used in your 11th class, and that is what? Percent strength. So second unit is percent strength. Now I am taking the same strength in terms of percentage. So you can write percent mass by volume. Percentage mass by volume. And what is the relationship of percentage mass by volume? Mass of solute in gram divided by volume of solution in milliliter into 100. Mass of solute in gram divided by volume of solution in milliliter into 100. And according to the given data, I have 2 gram of solute, 50 milliliter of water into 100, and so what percentage you can see? It is 4%. So the same solution which I have taken for you, I can take a leaf and put here it is 4% solution. Now you can work on your homemade, there are lots of material in our home as well, where you can say the amount of solute written in terms of a percentage, like in terms of medicine, tablet, or Pepsi, Coca-Cola, etc. then etc. where you can see lots of ingredient written in the percentage. And I will take some example in coming moment. So percentage strength is percentage of mass given in volume. That means the same solution I can express 40 gram per liter, number 1. The same solution I can write it as 4% solution. 4% solution indicate that 4 gram of solute dissolved in 100 milliliter of solution. Okay friend, again the next unit is what? Again the next unit is molarity. But before moving to molarity, you have to calculate number of mole. Number of mole of salt, that is NaCl. And you know, given mass in gram divided by gram molar mass, I can use formula mass, and here it is 2 gram, and for NaCl it is 58.5. How it comes? The formula mass of NaCl, or molecular mass of NaCl, is equal to 23 of sodium and 35.5 of chlorine. That will come to you 58.5. So with the help of that you can calculate number of moles. I am just recalling you how can you calculate mole. Now the next unit that is used in chemistry is the molarity. Third unit is molarity, and molarity expressed as term capital M. Molarity is what? Molarity is the number of moles of solute dissolved in 1 liter of solvent. You can write it down on your copy. Molarity is the number of moles of solute, dissolved in 1 liter of solution. Molarity is the number of mole of solute dissolved in 1 liter of solution. I can write it as mathematical formula, capital M for molarity, given mass, that is the number of moles upon volume of solution in liter. Number of mole, I can convert it into number of moles given mass upon molecular mass into 1000 upon volume in milliliter. Many a time we will get the question in milliliter, so you can convert liter into milliliter. So this is the formula, working formula by which you can calculate molarity of given solution. So third part, what I am going to calculate for you is the molarity. And by putting all the value, you can get the value of molarity, that is 2 grams upon 58.5 gram per mole. This is the molar mass of salt into 1000 upon 50. That is the, here the 2 gram of salt I dissolve in this 50 ml of water. You can work it out. 20, that is 40 upon 58.5. Gram to gram cancel and mole per liter. 40 upon 58.5, you can calculate it. I am not going to make it for you. So the same solution which I am putting in front of you, I can express the concentration of this solution in 3 ways. Till now I can express it into 3 ways. Number 1, strength gram per liter, which was eventually 40 gram per liter. Second, percentage strength, that is amount of solute in 100 ml, and it is 4%. And I can express the unit in molarity, and molarity is what? The number of moles of solute dissolved in 1 liter of solution. For that I am giving you formula. Molarity is equal to N, that is number of moles, divided by volume of solution in liter. You can convert it to given mass upon molar mass into 1000 upon volume in milliliter. Am I clear? Molarity, that is important. Those who students are saying that I am telling the, explaining the concept of 9th class, I would like to welcome you all people in my class. Yes, I have to take the idea from the previous classes. But friends, this is the concept which will test you. It is going to be again the natural part of your study of chemistry, I am saying. So molarity is the number of mole of solute dissolved in 1 liter of solution. See, number of mole. First of all, you have to calculate number of mole and convert the volume of solution in liter. So molarity is nothing but everything. Molarity is the number of moles of solute dissolved in liters of solution. Number of moles I can calculate given mass upon molar mass into 1000 upon volume in milliliter. Since many a time I will get my question in terms of milliliter, so I have to convert it into liter, that is conversion factor 1000 upon volume in milliliter. So by putting all these values you can calculate molarity. So next is what? Next unit is molality. See, molality. Next unit is molality. Fourth one, molality. It is expressed as small m. The difference, molarity, now it is molality. You can make fun of this. Those student who is unable to speak properly or and like this, so you can say some wobbling word, molality, not molarity. So molality is what? Molality is the number of mole. Again the same thing. The number of mole dissolved absolute. The number of moles absolute dissolved in 1 kilogram of solvent. Now, from volume, I am taking my concentration unit to mass. First time, earlier 3 unit volume is essential part of the unit. Now, this time I have to take the mass of solvent. So, it is written for you, the number of mole of solute dissolved in 1 kilogram of solvent. And the important thing is that this is very important unit because this contains only mass and mass. So this unit is not going to change with the change in temperature. Earlier all the unit varies with the temperature. Since you know when I will heat the solution, volume expand. As volume changes, concentration changes. But mass is going to be constant. Right? So the important factor is that this unit is temperature independent. This unit is temperature independent. I am sure that you have pen and paper in your hand and you must write all the definitions and important point in your copy. So again, I am saying molality is the number of mole of solute dissolved in 1 kilogram of solvent. And the unit is temperature independent. That means molality is independent of temperature. Is it that clear? Okay, good. How can you calculate molality? For that I am giving you workable formula unit. Molality M, number of mole, mass of solvent, mass of solvent in kilogram. You can convert it into like this, number of mole given mass of solute in gram divided by gram molar mass into 1000 upon mass of solvent in gram. So mass of solvent in gram. I can write 50 ml of water is equal to 50 gram of water. And how it comes? Since the density of water is 1 gram per milliliter. As the density of water is 1 gram per milliliter, I can convert 50 ml of water into mass, that is 50 gram of water. So by using all those concepts, you can see here I have taken 2 gram of solute, again 58.5 gram per mole, 58.5 gram per mole into 1000 upon 50, and eventually we will find the same, that is 40 upon 58.5 mole per kilogram. Mole per kilogram. This is the molality. See, molality is what? Number of moles of solute dissolved in 1 kilogram of solvent. Number of mole can be written as given mass upon molar mass, and mass can be converted into gram, 1000 upon mass of solvent in gram. So by using that workable formula, you can calculate molality of the given solution. Here I am giving 2 gram of salt which is dissolved in 50 ml of water, but you can convert it into 50 gram of water, and by that you can calculate 2 gram upon 58.5 into 1000 upon 50. So it will come 40 upon 58.5 mole per kilogram. This is the molality. Is it clear?
मैं सही कर दिया.
Okay friend, again this is one of the important concept and important concentration unit, that is molality. The next one, that is fifth one. Fifth one is what? Mole fraction. This is something mathematical concept. Fifth is the mole fraction. I can express mole fraction with the x. So mole fraction is what? Mole fraction is the ratio of number of moles of solute to the ratio of mole of solute or solvent to the total mole of solute and solvent. Mole fraction is what? Fraction just like your mathematical value. Mole fraction is the ratio of mole of solute or solvent to the total mole of solute and solvent. Now let me make clear to you that how can I write the formula. For solute, I am prefixing term 2, and for solvent it is 2. So if I am writing M1, that is M2, then you have to understand this is the mass of solute. If I am writing M2, then M1, what I am writing here, sorry, solute as 2 and solvent as 1. So if I am writing M2, then it is the mass of solute, and if I am writing M1, then it is mass of solvent. Similarly, if I am writing M2, then you have to understand this is the mole of solute. If I am writing N1, then you have to understand the mole of solvent. So, mole fraction of solute, that is X2, is equal to N2 upon N1 plus N2. Similarly, mole fraction of solvent X1 is equal to N1 upon N1 plus N2. and by keeping the fraction, sum of fraction is always 1, so x1 plus x2 is equal to 1. x1 plus x2 is equal to 1. This is what mole fraction is. So, mole fraction is what? Mole fraction is the ratio. Whenever you are saying that calculate the mole fraction of solute, then you have to take the ratio of mole of solute to the total mole of the solution. I have example for you, and in fact I am taking only one example for which I can write each and every unit. In the given solution, the mass of solute, now I would like term M2 is equal to 2 gram. Mass of solvent, that is water, M1, it is mass of solute 2 gram, and mass of the solvent is 50 gram. This is the same solution I am using again for the fifth time for getting the concept of mole fraction. So molar mass of salt NaCl is equal to 58.5 gram per mole, and molar mass which what you can write here, it is M2. So molar mass of water, that is M1 is equal to 18 gram per mole. See, I have dissolved 2 gram of salt, that is NaCl. I have dissolved 2 gram of solvent NaCl in the 50 gram of water. 50 ml of water means 50 gram of water, since the density of water is 1 gram per milliliter. So I know what I dissolve to which to prepare the solution. Here I dissolve 2 gram of salt to the 50 gram of water. So mass of solute is 2 gram, mass of solvent is 50 gram, and NaCl molar mass of solute is 58.5 gram per mole, and molar mass of water is 18 gram per mole. Now with the help of that you can calculate number of mole N2. N2 for this mass of solute to the molar mass of solute, 2 gram upon 58.5 gram per mole. You can convert accordingly, gram to gram cancel, 2 upon 58.5 mole. This is the value of N2. Now what is N1? N1 is 50 gram divided by 18 gram per mole, gram to gram cancel, 50 upon 18 mole. So this is the value of N2, this is the value of N1. Now you have formula to calculate x1 and x2. How? Now you have formula to calculate x1. Suppose I am not going to calculate it into larger perspective. Say, suppose this is going to be something like 2 by 60 I can take. 2 by 60 means 1 by 30. 1 by 30 means 0.03. If it is 0.03, and here what is this? 18 3s are 54. So you can write it 2.7. So x1 and x2. So x2 is what? 0.03 divided by 0.03 plus 2.7. So finally what it comes? 0.03 upon 2.73, 3 by 273. 3 by 273 you can calculate. Again it will go into very small value, right? But I can write 1 by 31. So make it decimal 0 and 0.33. So x2 is 0.33. In that way I can calculate x2 is 0.33. Since I have taken random value here, so calculation becomes little lengthier. But I am going to take some question where you can calculate it easily. But before going to the question, I would like to sum up all the formula related with concentration unit. And what are the formulas? What are the formulae? Let me recall all the formulae for you. Concentration unit. Again, the notes you can write. It is some sort of revision I can say. It expresses the amount of solute that is expressed as 2 in the given solution. Concentration unit is amount of solute express amount of solute in the given solution. This is what concentration unit is. You just write in your copy. Sorry, yeah, it is 1 by 91. So concentration unit, it expresses the amount of solute in the given solution. And we have discussed 5 units together. First one is strength in gram per liter. Its symbol is capital S and formula goes like that. S is equal to mass of solute in gram upon volume of solution in liter. Volume of solution in liter. Here you can write V is the volume of solution. Second one was percentage strength. Percentage strength. I would like to write 2 percentage strength for you. First, A percentage mass by mass, that is equal to M2 upon M1 plus M2 into 100. That is mass of solute upon mass of solute plus solvent, that is mass of solution, into 100 factor. And next is mass upon volume, M2 in gram upon volume of solution in milliliter, into 100. These are the two units which express strength as well as percentage strength. So please write it in your copy. What I am getting in your comment box, many of you students are just doing nonsense. Please make sure that we are not here to make, enjoying our holiday, and we are not at the trip. So if you don't have any aspect of your study, please listen it. Everything is recorded, whatever you are doing. So please be careful. So friend, I have explained the 5 unit of concentration. First is strength gram per liter, and you have to write in your copy. I am saying constantly, I am taking it larger time to explain all the concept. Strength of solution, here it expresses the mass of solute in gram divided by volume of solution in liter. And second is percent strength, and you can express percent strength into percent mass by mass or percent mass by volume, where it is m2 upon m1 plus m2, that is into 100. So mass of solute upon mass of solution into 100, mass of solute upon volume of solution into milliliter into 100. So these are the units in terms of strength. So basically they are physical unit which is measured the amount of solute directly, but indirectly we can measure by using 3 units. That is, third one is molarity. Molarity, capital M, and you know that molarity is number of moles of solute. Now you can write N2 upon volume of solution in liter. So given mass M2 upon molar mass M2 into 1000 upon volume of solution in milliliter. This is what the formula you have to use for calculation. Small m is the amount of solute, capital M is the molar mass of solute, and volume of solution in milliliter. Fourth one is molality. Molality. Fourth one is molality, small m, and small m, molality is the number of mole of solute divided by mass of solvent, that is M1 in kilogram. You can convert M2 upon M2 into 1000 upon M1 in gram. This is what molality. And fifth one is mole fraction. Fifth one is mole fraction. And mole fraction, X2 is the mole fraction of solute, which is N2 upon N1 plus N2, and X1 is the mole fraction n1 upon n1 plus x2, and most important x1 plus x2 is equal to 1. So these are the 5 concentration units. These 3 units are known as chemical unit, and earlier 2 is known as physical unit. You just write all the formula in your copy. I think you have written all the formula which is required, and it is very important that you should remember all the formula every time so that you can solve your question. To check your progress, I would like to give you a question by which you can calculate all the concentration unit. So my question is that calculate first strength gram per liter, second strength percentage mass by mass, percentage mass by volume, third molarity, fourth molality, and fifth mole fraction x1 and x2 of a solution that contains 5 gram of calcium carbonate in 200 milliliter of water. I am just making a prototype which I discussed since 45 to 50 minutes. Here density of water is 1 gram per milliliter. You have to solve all these questions. Just write it down and try to work it out. I would like to see some of your answer before signing off for today's class.
नेट नहीं आ रहा होगा आपका ढंग से, अभी सही हो जाएगा। पहले का आंसर कौन सा?
So answer is coming in our way. That is how you can see the test of 11th class. You are just beginning, I can say, the 11th class. First time I am saying that you are just entering in 11th class. As the day will progress, you will see how the 11th class is important in your life.
नहीं चल रहा है.
But you have to take it out from your question. Amount of solute 5 gram and volume of solution is 200 milliliter. So by taking these two value and molar mass of calcium carbonate I can write is 100 gram per mole. You just write this question in your copy and try to work it out.
कहीं पे भेज दें.
Many students getting it. They are solving the question continuously, and that's where we can say that you are taking the concept with utmost sincerity. I would like to check some of your answers. Strength gram per liter, capital S. So 5 gram divided by 200 milliliter into 1000, you can write it simply. So 2 5 is 5. So 25 gram per liter, and many students get it into right way. That means it is clear to you that how you can solve your question. Again, next question. Strength percentage mass by mass by using formula 5 gram divided by 5 gram plus 200 gram into 100. So 5 upon 200, 5 into 100, and you can solve. It is close to 2 but more than 2, so it will come less than 2.5. Of course, less than 2.5. But in next case, what you can do? Percentage mass by volume 5 gram upon 200 milliliter into 100, so it is exactly 2.5% mass by volume. Next is molarity. Molarity, you know the formula. Given mass 5 gram upon 100 gram per mole into 1000 upon 200. So gram to gram cancel, you know it is 5. So 25 upon 100 mole per liter and 0.25 mole per liter. Like this you can solve all the question. So before concluding today's session, I would like to give you some of important question given in your NCERT book and try to work it out so that you can make your concept even more significant. So please write the homework assignment for you. Exercise, question number, and of course I am taking NCERT. Question number 1.5. You have to solve it. Next is 1.6. Next is what? Next is 1.11, 1.12. Next is 1.25, very important question. And that is all for today. 1.29 you can also mention. 1.29. Okay friend. For today you have to take 1.5, 1.6, 1.11, 1.12, 1.25, 1.29. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All these questions of NCERT you have to solve so that you can make your concept better and best for your future study. Thank you very much. For today I am signing it off.